YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. Realize Savannah News TV. We create awareness about happenings in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused to deliver top notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Sincere, positive change to us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. Realize Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Oluchimi Jaffa. Savannah News TV. Grammy Leke, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yeah, good morning from here. It's today, 18th of March 2022. I remain your regular host, Prince Olujimi Adekanle Lijoka. As usual, we'll be bringing newspaper review of today. Thank God it's Friday. I know a lot of my friends are warming up for Friday, especially my friends, my folks in Nigeria. As usual, Friday is always a jollificating day after the whole week's work. Yeah, as I said earlier, we're going to move now to the paper of today, making headlines. Before that, there's an issue we are trying to bring to the fora here, and the issue of what happened yesterday during the inauguration of Dr. Charles Soludo as the governor of Anambra State. There was a show of shame between two supposedly role models in our women folks. One of them she's a first lady. She was the just immediate past first lady of that same state, Anambra State, in the person of, is it Ebelechukwu Obiano, and between Bianca Ojukwu, who is the wife to the late sage Odumegwu Ojukwu. But it was disheartening for the show of shame yesterday that the whole world was watching them, and actually on careful examination about what happened, because there is what we call space. Everybody is entitled to his or our own space. In fact, when you get to places like here in Canada, they preach it very well to everybody. Space. Space is space. Because when you come close to me, it is called assault. It's an assault. When you just touch me, it's an assault. When you touch me when I didn't give you the go ahead to do that, by law, it's an assault. Because we have it here. I got this. I'm guided by this, so I read the Canadian law. The moment I came in here, this is the first thing I laid my hands on to know more about Canadian law. And the law is that space. When you touch me, and I didn't ask you to touch me, when you touch me and I felt I'm not comfortable, I can sue you for assault. And it's a very, very, very grievous offense here. Assault. Not to talk of going to your own fellow human being and trying to bamboozle her, trying to, I don't know how to put it. But when you violate my own space and I retaliate back, it's called defense, self-defense, and that was what Bianca Ojukwu did yesterday. It was a show of shame that a supposedly first lady of a state became an agbero. Agbero. In fact, I was ashamed of myself. It shows that the husband does not have control over her. It shows that she doesn't respect her husband. Because if you respect her husband, it's not that kind of a place she's supposed to come and exhibit that type of attitude of a Jankara woman. I carefully examined this woman very well, Ebele Chukwu. I learned she grew up in Ayilara in Surulere. And we all know Ayilara to be a tout zone. And I believe that was the same attitude she brought to that fora yesterday. As a first lady of a state. At that point, she was even still the first lady because the incoming governor is still taking his oath. So at that point, she's still even the first lady of the state when she committed that disgraceful act. I will play now the clip, and I want you people to see how disgraceful these people can wash their linen outside. It's disgraceful. This is she stood up from that. She stood up at work. You see the catwalk. See the catwalk into another person's chair. And you can see the way she was reacting, as if she was talking to her with, as someone that came to fight. That is a first lady of a state. He left out. He came to this function with the husband. It's sad. The first lady of a state. She's the way she's in her seat. She stood up from her seat. See? She stood up from her seat. Catwalk. See the way she was catwalking. You can also see the type of people in the hem of affairs. I call them Jankara people. Just find themselves where they're not supposed to be. Where they just find themselves where they are not supposed to be. Imagine a first lady doing that of a state. It's sad. Well, let's go to the main issue of today. We start with the Vanguard newspaper of today, 18th of March. I'm preoccupied with thought of a better Nigeria, not 2023 election. That is coming from Peter Obi. Glass tumbler found in woman's bladder 4 years after she used it as a X3S toy. I don't know what they mean by that. Okay, after she uses it as a sex toy. Jesus Christ. Teachers recruitment. Communities drag Akwa Ibom government to court. You can get that on today's Vanguard. Teenager in distress after co-worker pour hot oil on her. Multi-choice fixes African Magic Viewers Choice Award for May. Just in, court orders Attorney General to delete Section 84(12) of the new Electoral Act. Go and read that on the page of the Vanguard. What Section 84(12) of the Electoral Act says. They say the court has ordered the Attorney General to delete it from that act. Okowa mourns Emeka Obasi. Lagos man allegedly defraud two brothers of 2.3 million after visa to Dubai, promised to play football. Federal government appoints Bank of Industry chairman, MD CEO for second term. Why we move Obiano to Abuja, EFCC. It is a known fact that Obiano that handed over in less than 12 hours. This man was jetting out of the country. He could not even rest for a while here before going traveling, which means that something is hiding, is running away from. And he was arrested at the international airport in Lagos and now moved to Abuja. Let us get to get the story fully. The interrogation of former Anambra Governor William Bano is about to begin in Abuja any moment from now. Sources within the agency have said. A top official said on Friday that it was in order to get Obiano to speak on the issues built against him that the agency moved him from Lagos to his headquarters in Abuja earlier on Friday morning. A source in the agency said the commission does not have anything to do with Obiano's wife, but the former governor. It was not clear if the ex-governor would be admitted for administrative bail or charged to court early, since he had already been placed on EFCC watch list since last November. So this man has been placed on the watch list since last November. This is a pointer to all other governors that is stealing money, that is behaving as if they are the owner of the state. They are the owner of the resources that is come to the state. This is a pointer that your own days of reckoning is coming. Your own days of reckoning is coming. You that is stealing money with your wife and your son and your daughter, stealing the people's money, be rest assured that the day of reckoning, by the time you step down from that tower that is covered by what you call you are being covered, that you cannot be arrested, immunity, that you have immunity. That immunity will still leave you very soon. But the immunity left Obiano the moment Charles Soludo took his oath of office. And that was the reason why EFCC was able to swap on him. And today he's under the custody of EFCC to answer questions. He's just starting a battle. And this is a pointer to other governors. Other governors that are stealing money, other governors that are going against the law, appointing their children, appointing their wives in sensitive positions to steal money. It's a pointer that there have been petitions everywhere, and in due course, EFCC will attend to those petitions by the time you come down from that your tower, which you believe is covered by immunity, because your immunity will not be forever. For sure, it will be forever. We are still on the Vanguard of today. Breaking, court vacate order stopping APC convention. Court has vacated the order that is stopping APC convention. The president waded in and said Buni should continue, and that is Buni is what they recognize what INEC recognizes Buni's committee, and the court has vacated the order now, so the APC convention is likely to take place. This one now is from Edo PDP crisis. External forces, meddlesome interlopers. Interlopers should leave us alone. That is calling from Ugrohide. Kema Chikwe congratulates Soludos, calls for integration of women into executive, legislative sectors of government. 2023, Tambua will never abandon Nigerians, says Bafarawa as Sokoto government intensifies consultation. IPOB denies recruitment of new ESN operatives, says politicians recruiting criminals. Triumph of the Yahoo governors. You will see that in the Vanguard of today. Okowa felicitates with Anambra Governor Charles Soludo. Russian invasion. Ukraine slams Israel. You get that from today's Vanguard. Energy crisis. Why independent marketers sell above 165 naira per liter? That is coming from IPMA. From the Vanguard now, we now quickly move to the Punch newspaper. In the Punch newspaper of today, we have this: why I want to start my work from Okboko. That is coming from Soludo. Obiano not released from detention, transferred to Abuja. That is coming from EFCC. Traders, others panic as Soludo lands in Okboko. War in Ukraine, perverse abuse of power. Pope, that is coming from the Pope. Still on the Punch newspaper, man arrested for beating 36-year-old wife to death in Delta community. Ikoyi building collapse. I withdrew from project orally. Return later, says structural engineer. How can you withdraw orally? And you are an engineer. You're supposed to put it in black and white that I've left. So that is not tenable in court. Adamawa chemist inject man to death, steal motorcycle. Nigerian borrowed 6.64 trillion. Service debt with 2.93 trillion in 2021. This is coming from DMO, Debt Management Office. You borrow 6.6 trillion and you service that debt with 2.9 trillion. Jesus Christ. I've never seen this kind of administration in my life. I've never seen it in my life. African Development Bank secured $15.6 billion for Lagos-Abidjan Highway Corridor. Thank God to our man there, Adesina, Akim Adesina, the president of African Development Bank. We thank you for that gesture. Ebonyi Assembly illegally sack us, PDP lawmaker. 2023, Delta Monarch divided over zoning of governor's seat. SDP presidential hopeful promises to promote unity and peace. You will get all these in the Punch newspaper of today. In the Punch of today's sport, they pour excreta juju inside our dressing room. Ex under 23 star Udom on playing Ghana in Kumasi. He's recalling those experiences. Nigeria want to win every trophy. That is coming from Egbovon, of course. Anybody that goes for any competition want to win trophy, of course. I thought my first Eagles call up was a prank. That is coming from Anna Emena. From the Punch of today, we now go to the last one now. That is the Tribune. The Tribune of today. It's still the same thing. Obiano now with us in Abuja after arrest in Lagos Airport. We didn't shoot corps member. He knocked down our officer. That is coming from the police in your state. This is coming from a magnate, Elumelu. He said Nigerians are living in hardship. Businesses are suffering. APC convention. Buni meets Bello. Says decision is my word. Let me see. Says decision is in my absence. Says decision in my absence valid. From the Tribune today, now we pick the last one. 5 billion annual diesel forecast killing to businesses. That is coming from a business mongo. Atiku gets PDP presidential nomination form. Justice Odile residence was planned by the attackers. With this now, we come to the end of paper review for today of 18th March 2022. Thank God it's Friday. And we said earlier that some of our Nigerian women are doing, greatly in the city of Toronto and its environs. That is the GTA. And Hearts Alike initiative, mainly powered by our Nigerian immigrants here, our female folks. They are having their maiden anniversary award night and fundraising holding tomorrow in Toronto. We wish them the best. And also, we have another organization too that are doing greatly. They call them WODI. That is Women of Dignity International. This same one too is being powered by our Nigerian women who are here. They are still remembering the people back home, and are still remembering how they came in. And that became a pivot of how to take care of people coming into the country. They have been doing a lot of things here in Toronto and its environment, GTA, and in Ontario in general. They have been doing great exploits. Even in Nigeria back home, they did a lot. That is WODI, the Women of Dignity International. They too, they will be having their own 1 year anniversary. 1 year anniversary here in Toronto. That WODI is under the leadership of Comrade, is it Osai, Madam Osai, I call her, the agile gallant Osai. That is the president of WODI. Well, we wish the organization the best of all their endeavors for this month and this weekend. And it's a pointer that Nigerians are really doing greatly here in Canada. They are really contributing to the development of this country. And because it's a paying back stuff, because Canada have done for them, and they're now saying, okay, let us come together and pay back and do a payback to the community. Despite the tight schedule of these women, I really commend all their effort. And on this note too, it is on this sad note that we are announcing the demise of a Tampan Canada chapter member, Afolashade Quadri. She's a member of Tampan. She's an actress, you know. It's a face in the tube here in Canada. She just died suddenly from her sleep yesterday. From Savannah News Television, we condole with the family and with Tampa for the demise of Afolashade Quadri. I haven't said that this morning. We are coming to the end of today's program, and as I always say, stay out of trouble and be a good ambassador of Nigeria wherever you find yourself, anywhere in the world. Try and be a good ambassador. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a great weekend. Thank God it's Friday.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Things a positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Kadekonde Oluchimi Jabo. Savannah News TV. I'm a leading witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.